Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 4 and we are at the end of our night at Mishelam. We've done everything I could think of.
Now
we did our trial with Cassius, we become the Divine Blade of... what? We haven't picked yet, I think. Is it the Blade of Zero or Void or Argent Dawn? Plenty of options that would resound really well with them, but I think he needs to give it some time, because he has the title. He can find something that will stick. So for now we can continue, we can call it a day, and I think from now on I will probably make a lot of different saves, because I'm feeling that we will have that one penultimate scene with the person we picked for one event, and we had 9 cards, so we set up 9 potential candidates, which of course you can already tell which one I will pick to pick, because it's always been Alyssa from the first Cold Steel. If I make a choice, I stick to it. The rest is just a few time to watch, so I'm hoping that we can save close enough that we can just watch all of them before we go with the one we pick. But like I said, I have no idea if it's gonna happen now or a little bit later in the game, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen before we continue going towards all the pillars. So, shall we? Yeah, let's call it a day. Or should we do a completion thingy?
Okay, let's see how you did.
1. Still 10 points away from rank A0. Will we make it? Because I have missed some quests, and I have had quests that I didn't get the full AP I could have gotten. If this is where we end up being, I'm still proud of reaching this far. We are well over the A1 rank, so we cleared it by a long shot.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Great
you.
job. See you later, Rean.
Most definitely.
Now, let's see. Oh, wow. Nice.
I'll send you your reward. No, we're not done yet. We have still 2 others we want to check.
Right, what do you have for me? Whoa, good stuff you got here.
Alright, one more.
Let me take a look. Wow, this is very impressive.
I know. Good, alright, so more rating increase. Alright, I think we're done. Let's call it. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna save the progression over. Because if we're gonna reload if the scene happens straight after I complete it for a day, I don't want to redo this completion thing. So yeah, so let's call it. Orb mail? Now? I'll be waiting at the wetlands. Claire. It could be a trap. Maybe I should just ignore it? You can end the evening free time from the LT action menu. So, is he actually suggesting that we can ignore it? Or do we need to call it a day to get there? Well, let's say wetlands, and I think when we go to the beach we do have an exit that goes there. Is that where we need to be in order to do this? Could it have been that if I saved a ticket and I talked to Claire, I could then do a scene with her? I'll be waiting at the wetlands. What should I do? It could be a trap. No, we're gonna do this. It's extra, so I definitely want to do that. It has to be her, but why now? I don't want to make everyone worry, so I'll just go on my own. Ah.
So you came after all.
Of course. How can we not watch an extra scene if presented? Yeah, I know all about it now. What's with the outfit? Oh, this? I wasn't sure about it first either. But it's a uniform for the Knights of Blood and Iron. I feel a bit embarrassed wearing this thing, to be honest. Oh, no, I think it really suits you. It is really flattering. Wait, what am I saying? So, I take it this means you're done with the RMP? Yes, now that Operation Jormungandr is ready, the RMP will be obsolete. I'll be joining up with the Governor General Rufus, Prince Cedric, Lecter and the others tomorrow. We'll all be mobilizing on board Tuatha de Danann. I see. I'm sorry, Rean. I couldn't change after all. I set up this meeting so we could see each other one last time. Claire. Don't go easy on me now. As an Ironblood, I have a duty to apprehend you. I could force you to go to where the upcoming rivalries will be taking place. Likewise, you have an opportunity to incapacitate one of your enemy's pawns. I hope you're not going to pass it up. Is he trying to force Rean to take her out of the calculation, to get her out of the field? Because he feels like she needs to be a knight of Blood and Iron, but somehow she doesn't want to be? Either way, we both have a lot to gain, don't you think? You may be right. But I still haven't given up on you. How can you possibly say that? I had you here alone. I could have easily have been planning an ambush. Please, give me some credit. I would have sensed it if there was anyone else beside us here. You came here alone, same as me. You didn't want Lecter or one of your other allies interfering, right? Besides, if I was able to sense a sneak attack coming, I know you wouldn't pull that kind of trick. That's not the Claire Refeld I know. Nobody bears a grudge against you. Not me, Mishelam, Altina, Arjuna. Everyone in the old Class VII. Even Sarah would be happy to have you back on our side. There's no going back now. It won't change no matter what kind of front you put on, or how much you try to resist us. I'm sure it's the same for your brother and Major Uring. We all care about you so much. We'll never give up on you.
Stop it! How can you be so cruel? I stood by and let Mishelam die. I'm still going along with the Great Twilight. Don't you dare forgive me. If you don't hate me, how am I supposed to?
Come on now, Claire. You know that isn't fair.
Of course. If anyone could be undetected by Rean, it's Mishelam, because she doesn't have a body to be detected. Mishelam, you're here. Yeah, I saw you sneaking out. I got used to stand down while I came on my own to check things out. I should have known you were just going to meet the lovely lady. Oh, and speaking of that, your outfit is so cool, Claire. Right? How? Well, my body may be gone, but my spirit lives on in the sword. And thanks to the Steel Maiden, I can walk around outside it again. Didn't Campanella tell you? Well, I guess he's not the type to share. Mishelam, it's really you. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm really bad at this stuff. I really need to work on my social skills, huh? No. I think your social skills are more than perfect, Mishelam. Mishelam,
mistake like that again. Even with what's happened, I'm still an Ironblood. I've got to look out for you, too. Tomorrow, we'll finally settle things once and for all. With you, Lecter, Rufus, Gramps, and that newbie Prince, too. Me and Rean will get through to you guys.
She's right. We'll see you tomorrow. Regardless of Jormungandr or Mil Mirage, I promise you that as a member of the Radiant Wings, just have patience until then.
All right, if you insist. I'll be waiting for you. That's my promise as a knight and guardian of the Great Twilight and a pawn of the rivalries. When next we meet, I won't show any mercy.
Okay. We'll come at you with everything we've got. Rean received his touchy and something else. Sorry, I didn't mean to waste so much of your time on an important night like this. But I'm really happy I got to see you. Thank you, Rean. And you too, Mishelam. Yeah, same here. Claire. Oh, that's a pretty fancy airship you game on. I wonder if that's one of those high-speed RMP dailies. Man, I wish I could have come along and checked it out. I bet it'd make one heck of a joyride. If only things were that easy. For now, just seeing her face again is enough for me. We'll settle everything right tomorrow. Yep, you bet we will. Meeting in secret like this was pretty fun, huh? I won't deny that, but we should be getting back. Roger. Before Yusa sends in the entire army, obtain the Kaleido heart from Claire. Okay, so basically we did a little extra bonding event with her. Let's see what it is actually. And there it is, Kaleido hearts. Drop more Stepith and a higher critical rate, so not bad. Not gonna use it on Rean, but it's definitely not bad. Let's like I said, multiple scenes if we can. The rest should be okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to look around. I'm relatively certain we have completed everything we can. Mishelam is back in her original place. We did all the scenes. Wait, is there still something there, or is it just because of ending the day? Oh, it's wait. That's new? Questions? Ah. Oh, there you are, Professor. Is there something special about that notebook? It looks like I've seen a few winters, to say the least. It's nothing. I'm merely checking its contents before I dispose of it, to ensure there's nothing important was overlooked, you see. It is one of the few relics left by my first disciple, after all. Oh, that would mean that's Franz Reinford's. Even now, it's a treasure trove of ideas. It actually offered an excellent solution for a problem I had identified. But I've already pulled out all the research I can. There's no reason to hold on to it, what remains. I had thought that our time apart might result in something productive, but that hope appears to have been in vain. I see. Franz Reinford, according to what we saw in a spectral moon mirror, there was just an alias for him. I'll leave it to you to figure out where to go from here. Right, Professor, we'll do what we can. By the way, if you're not opposed, I'd be grateful if you could hold off on disposing of that notebook. Until we reach a conclusion. With him, I mean. I don't see why not. I doubt I'll be in a position to deal with it tomorrow anyway. Thank you, Professor. Hard to believe it's been 10 years since, huh? I had far higher expectations than this. How disappointing. It looked like he's still bothered by it after all. It seems we'll finally have to clear things up with him. I'm sure that when we went up here before, we only had the scene with Le Guin. He wasn't here. So why is it open now? What changed? Is it because we saw Claire, or is it because of spending all the tickets and doing the Cassius thing? I don't know. But it does mean I'm gonna have a quick look everywhere, just to make sure. Because I'm sure it's fine, but I don't want to risk missing anything. So if for whatever reason something extra is added to it, I want to see it. Do we want to check the shops if they have anything new added to it? I think that's it, right? Yeah, instead of the boutique, but if they had something in the souvenir shop and the boutique, would have seen it just like we saw before. Good. Yeah, I think now we are actually done. All right, let's put another save over it, and let's call it a day, shall we? It took a little bit more effort than I expected. I didn't expect to get a scene with Claire. I didn't expect to casually see another with the professor. Glad we did though, cause like I said, I always try to do as much as we can, and I didn't want to have missed that. Calling it a day will make the story progress if you have accepted invitations or promised to meet someone. Special events will take place. Please note that all quests and sub-quests you have yet to complete will disappear. And free time. Yes, and let's hope we'll go directly into those extra scenes, because it will make it easier for us to just watch and pick. Before long, the festivities started to come to a close. Those who attended readied themselves to head back to the hotel. After parting ways with everyone else, Rean found himself wandering towards the pier, with no particular purpose in mind. Wow, you can see just about everything from here. The Courageous 2, the Merkabahs, the Bobcat, even the Pentacruel. And across from it all, Crossbell City and the blinding lights of Orcus Tower. The celebration is going to be over soon, and everyone's probably heading back to their rooms. I'll need to make a decision soon. Should I ask her to meet again? Or should I stop myself, assuming the worst of my fate tomorrow?
What a wonderful breeze.
That sounds like...
Wow, this is an amazing view. I can see Mishelam, the Pantagruel, and even Crossbell City. Bringing me here to sober up. My, you really know how to show a girl a good time.
Oh, it's nothing like that. I simply got the idea when we landed here this evening. More to the point, I had anticipated your inevitable inebriation, my dear Shara.
You really do know me. This is nice. I miss those days when we were able to share drinks together. But you've been doing a fantastic job ever since coming back to the Empire. Though they call you debaucherous prince, you never let it get to you. You've been there for your family. Hell, the whole Empire.
Well, I've never been without people supporting me. Mueller, my parents, Alphen, Class VII, the Viscount, the Erebonian Bracers. I can't forget Lloyd's team, and, of course, Estelle and Joshua. But most of all, you.
No, I couldn't do a thing to help you. Sure, I held on to the artifact for you and acted as a liaison. But I couldn't stop the Courageous from being destroyed. I couldn't keep you safe. I'm sorry, Olivier. I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you. It must have been painful. You've suffered so much.
Now that you're here, all that pain is but a distant memory. We'll be there tomorrow. Together. That's all that matters.
But... No, you're right. Just leave it to me. The silver streak will light the way for your radiant wings.
I'll be counting on it. And it may not be fair to ask you at a time like this, yet.
Ooh, he's gonna pop the question.
If we can claim victory in tomorrow's battle and stop the Great Twilight, if we can put out the fires of war and bring peace to this land once more, would you do me the honor of becoming my wife?
Of course. Whoops, I didn't mean to invade their privacy there. Still, I knew they were close, but not this close. I guess that incident in Liberal must have really helped bring them together. I can't say for sure if she'll accept his proposal or not. But oh, I really hope she does. I'm rooting for you, Your Highness. And I hope she does as well. I think they fit really well together, personally speaking. What am I saying? I have my own decisions to make right now. Who should I spend my last night with? Okay. So we have that entire scene before we have the one we pick. Okay, so we can skip it, so that should make it faster. I'm just hoping that after this it won't be too long. So we'll watch it, we'll see it, and when the time's come, we'll make a separate save, and then we'll skip everything to get there. Okay, so do we want to pick the one we want first? And because we are going to make a separate save and then load the previous one in order to rewatch everything else. That way we know that we have to proper save without all the skips. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to start with Alyssa. And then we're going to reload other ones so we can see it. Especially the one with no one. Like we said, I deserve to be loved by anyone. I'm going to go alone tonight, tomorrow. Alright, let's start sequences. And hopefully we get to see every single one of them. There is someone I need to turn down beforehand though. I feel terrible. I really am the worst. Turn down? Elise? Alyssa!
Rean!
I'm glad you came. For a moment I thought you weren't going to show.
I'm sorry.
I see. Then you don't...
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, when all you've done is your best. And I'm only realizing now how stupid I've been acting this whole time.
Alyssa. You don't need to think of it like that. You did what you had to do. I'm sure I'm the sacrifice, Alyssa. No one knows how tomorrow might turn out. This might be our last chance to talk. I don't want either of us to have any regrets. That's why I asked you to meet me here.
Rean.
Alyssa, I need to tell you how I feel.
Wait. Please, let me say it first. This time, for real. I'm going to be brave, so please. I love you. I know it was selfish of me to go back on my words before. But I can't give you up. I just can't. I want you, Rean. Here, with me.
Alyssa. I feel exactly the same. I want to be with you too, Alyssa. Yeah, they timed that fireworks way too perfectly.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, almost like a dream.
Rean, I'd like to stay with you tonight. Would that be okay?
Of course. The whole night through, until dawn breaks. Eventide, Night of Promises, the end. Alright, well, now we need to make a choice, because it's not easy to reload from here, because basically that would mean that, yeah, well, that means I'll have to break off the game forcibly, reload the file and do this over and over again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue until we get to a safe point location, and then I'll do all those scenes and see if I can edit them before this. And if it's too much, because we are like really far through the episode, I might just make a separate one with all the events together. I'm going to either, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm either going to put them in here or make a separate one if all the ones we want to watch. So for now, let's go. The 1st of September, the Great War begins. Early morning, Mishelam. Everybody get ready to go to your designated locations. Take down the pillar so we may enter the fortress. Yeah, everybody's getting ready for it. Getting every last bit in. The last thing they have on their agenda to do before everything starts. Having their regular argument like always. Yeah, we're getting ready. It's gonna be a big day, no matter what the outcome. I'm just hoping that we won't lose anyone important to our crew. Because almost every single one of them are our friends, and we don't want to lose them.
The current time is 05:13 hours. All ships will be in position by 11:45 hours.
We've got the Bobcat 2 and the Merkaba, not to mention the Pantagruel landing craft and the Ouroboros ships.
Each team will infiltrate their assigned payload. Once the barrier is down, the Courageous 2 will charge the Imperial Fortress.
If all goes according to plan, it should be 12:30 hours by then. You shouldn't need to worry about interference from the Imperial Air Force, but be vigilant for the Crimson Ark.
That's right. It doesn't appear as though they intend to directly participate in Operation Jormungand.
Agreed.
We should all be on our guard.
I almost thought they didn't voice him.
Your lordship, Sharon, Angelica, Duvali.
Rose, Tita, Randy, we're all counting on you.
Got it. The rendezvous with George isn't until after 11, though.
I would like nothing more than to be of use to you. If there's anything at all you require of me, please, don't hesitate to ask.
Same with me. I'll lend you my aid where I can.
I'll be sticking around until you guys meet up, too. But it looks like Lloyd and the others aren't going to be free until the very last minute.
It's the same for Estelle's group, too. I'm going to give this everything I've got, right until the very end. I can go wherever I'm needed. Maintenance, ground patrol, whatever you need. You young folk can take care of all the preparations. We shall sit back and wait for our turn to arrive.
If you require assistance with tactics, or have questions about the ship's operation, I am prepared to offer my assistance.
Thank you, Father.
You too, Grandmother. But don't get too excited, okay?
Seriously, you have a tendency to get way too worked up.
Hey, do not talk to your creator like that.
I know we'll be in good hands.
Shall we get started then?
Let's.
Yes. This could be our final special ops mission.
Between the Pales, the Imperial Fortress, and the imminent war, anything could happen.
Shit's looking crazy as hell down there.
Yep. We got a number of requests, too. Best check them out before you forget.
Okay, so it's gonna be a standard prep round. So doing the rounds on the Courageous, maybe a few locations outside, doing a few side quests, and then, only then, shall we start the final chapter of the entire thing.
Yeah. Some of them seem pretty important.
Seems like there are a bunch of magic knights and cryptids popping up too.
At this point, it would be best to handle everything all at once, yes?
It seems we'll have a chance to show the world what the Radiant Wings can do.
Good luck, everyone. We'll be supporting you from here the whole time.
Got it. We'll be counting on you. Okay, Class 7. Our final batch of Special Ops missions begins now. Let's be the flashing blade that illuminates the darkness. Together, we'll light the path ahead for the world. We're all going to have to work together to make this happen. The deadline is 1100 hours. We'll need to finish everything up by then. May Adios be with us. Let's go, Class 7! Right!
Shattered Petals, Dying Flames. Finale. Alright, well, we have our standard operations team. We love a good Emma. So, else do we might potentially want here? Now with Musa and Emma we have, and of course Altina, we have 3 great magical users, so maybe add some physicality to the entire thing. Basically how we've been running the show for a long time, isn't it? Yeah, why not? The situation in Western Erebonia has changed completely. You can now explore Stargazer's Tower. About Milliam's orders. If Eustace is in your party, Milliam's Brave Order white decoration will be available. New weapons and armor can now be purchased in all areas. Thanks for waiting, Rean, and sorry for being so abrupt. The final volume of the Black Records, deciphered at long last. So you're finished? Oh, thank you for being so diligent with this. Let me tell you, this volume has some very intriguing things written in it, but I think it'll be best for you to read it yourself. I'll transfer everything to your Arcus at once. I cannot thank you enough, Thomas. You can now read the Black Records. I think I have an idea. Considering that I feel like I want to do the final dating episode that we can watch but haven't picked in a separate episode, I imagine that that might be like 20 to half an hour long. Maybe we should spend the remaining minutes reading the Black Records. Like having a date with everyone important, and then when we pick no one, we'll end up with the Black Records. That could work. We'll see how long that session is gonna be, but we might end it with that. Because I am gonna read it regardless, but doing it together now that we have all the records might be interesting indeed as well. But for now, let's do a little bit of talking to everyone to end today, because we have a lot of things to do, I imagine. Ah, 3. Einhell Monster Keep. A powerful archaism has been spotted at Einhell Keep in Leaves. Sneak Gunner G48C. We should be able to handle it on our own, but we have to act quickly. Saving Officer Alan. I'm really worried about Alan. He put in a transfer request so he could go straight to the front lines and be closer to the fighting. It's like he's a completely different person now. Nothing I say seems to get through to him, and I hate to admit it, but I can't save him on my own. Meet me at the boathouse in Crosswell and we'll talk more. Most definitely. Ulster didn't get to hold his Harvest Festival this year, but I figure there's still time to put something together. I just know that people here could use an excuse to celebrate and forget about all their troubles. If you can help out, he'll be awesome. Hit me up at the Sunny Spot Inn in Ulster for some more info. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna be doing all of those before, well, going forward. Let's see what regions we have to play around with. Any chests? We have 1 left. We have access to it, so that's good, so we can actually do it. And I want to check the end of the Stellar Sanctuary, just to see if there is some Zemirian piece there. And the same goes with, I think it's the Draco Sanctuary, just in case. I might check it out in between the episode, just for what is there, but if we do have a trial chest there, I don't think it's a far enough walk from there towards the ending. So let's see the rest. Jesus. Oh yeah. Everything is available. And I mean everything. Well, you know me, you know how it goes. This is going to be the final round, so it's going to be an extremely grand one, isn't it? And I'm pretty sure besides the 3 requests we have in the Courageous, there's going to be more out there. So yeah, we're just going to go through all of the locations, all the people, like we normally do before finalizing the sprint towards the end of the game. Because I'm pretty sure once we start that, when we send off everyone to the pills, we'll be getting ready to go do the main event, and then when you go start that, it's just one roller coaster ride all the way to the end, or at least that is how I imagine. So for the next episode we're gonna have the dating scenes, the black records, potentially, depending on how long the dates will go, and after that we're just gonna focus on doing all of our rounds. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Rean, I was wondering when you'd come to see me, but I feel like I won't be long before you'll take up your sword and leave again. Know that I'll use all that I've learned to support you and your friends. Elise, thank you. I like nothing more than to stop by Ymir and talk with Ed, but, well... Well, I understand the situation you're in, but I need you to make me a promise. You have to survive and return to Ymir. Elise. You know, I'm not taking this lightly. It is a complicated situation. Alright, I promise. I will win these rivalries and return to everyone, safe and sound. That's what I need you to hold the fort here. Of course. I do wonder if Elise will have a different scene because we chose her as our dating decision. Please leave the courageous and Ymir to me while you're gone. And remember, you promised me you'd come home safe. We will. Oh, and once the special ops missions have finished, we'll be moving straight into the final battle. Please be careful, Rean. And if you could see that Cedric comes out this safe, Your Highness, you have my word, I'll do all I can, but if he wants to die, he is going to die. I don't know how to put it, but your presence all alone brings reassurance to the people around you. I ask that you lend that reassurance and your support to everyone staying behind on the Courageous too, especially Prince Olivert. Oh, of course, I'll do whatever is in my power to assist them. I'm sure I'll pitch in quite a bit as an operator, and if push comes to shove, I have my orbital staff and arc to fall back on as well. You really come into your own, Your Highness. I do all that's in my power to assist the others. I'm sure I'll pitch in quite a bit as an operator, and if push comes to shove, I have my orbital staff and arc to fall back on as well. Rean, everyone else, please take care of yourselves. We will, don't worry. Oh, hey Rean, did you sleep well? Well, today's the day. Come smiles or tears, the fighting will begin. I hope you're not going to tell me you couldn't sleep last night. Not that he couldn't sleep last night. He had some really nice alone time with his Alyssa. Bears the thought, I slept like a baby. So, did the two of them end up... Stop prying, Rean, it's rude. Ah, you're off in another world there, my friend. I can't help but notice how well connected you are, Rean. Did one of your connections send you to bed with a good night kiss, I wonder? Something like that. Well, is that so? I thought maybe you'd been inspired by the passions of a certain steamy couple, you see. Sorry to disappoint, but nope, I would have done it either way. His Highness must have noticed me watching them last night. And he enjoyed it. He is the debaucherous prince for a reason, isn't he? Wait, Olivier, are you talking about us right now? Interpret my words as you will, my dear Shara. No matter what direction things go, I'm glad they get along so well. Your Highness, I'd like to thank you for helping us make such precious memories last night. I'm looking forward to continuing to serve under your command in Operation Shining Steel. Well, the pleasure's all mine, Rean. Now that I've regained my composure, it's time to make our final war preparations. See to it that you can head into battle without any regrets. If you need anything, we'll be pitching in too. Thanks a ton, both of you. To carry out Operation Shining Steel, talk to Olivert and select Wait for operation to begin. It's time now for the final preparations. Work hard so you won't have any regrets. We'll be pitching in if need anything. The communication artifact known as the Sonorous Seashell is installed in the console. Oh, alright. The details of the operation have thus been confirmed. We are now waiting to commence. But until then, we have no idea what could have happened in the meantime. We shall take an overview of the situation from here. Yes, I'm sure we'll have plenty of time talking to everyone, everywhere. Well, hello guys, Lieutenant Colonel. Is this a strategy meeting? Well, it's nothing of a formal as that, really. Well, we're merely reviewing that other parties are participating in Operation Shining Steel. Aside from our forces with Erebonia, there is also the Bracer Guild and the former Crossville Police Department. And Gaius' Grelsritter as well, of course. Well, it's no real surprise that people from disparate groups will be taking action in a time of crisis. But I doubt any of this would have been possible without Prince Olivert. He has a real way with people. Even Father Kevin said he owed you and the Prince a debt of gratitude. Well, he probably means that we lent him a hand to deal with Phantasma. Kevin Graham. I've looked over the dossier the intelligence division has on him. He's a Grelsritter who helped out during the Liberal Orbital shutdown and the Crossbow incident, right? Prince Olivert sure does have a wide network of acquaintances. Well, we have this absurd charge into Liberal to thank for that. Still, I don't get standing by him. He may be a little mercurial, but he's proved himself worthy of my trust time and time again. Though I would never let that frivolous fool hear me say that. You're one of the only people I know who's willing to hold the Prince to account, Lieutenant Colonel. Well, I guess that just proves how much you care about him. His face after he said that, like, what you say? Yeah. By the way, guys, how's the evacuation of North civilians going? Well, from what I heard, everyone's finished moving to the relative safe highlands yesterday. And as for my father and brother, they're both taking part in Operation Shining Steel. They're taking countermeasures to keep the people safe from Operation Jormungandr and whatever dirty tricks Ouroboros might try. Well, it's very noble of Lacan and Thomas to join the effort. Thomas turning 17 soon, right? It really doesn't surprise me to hear he's grown up to be so strong and dependable. Yeah, he's a fine Nord warrior, especially for his age. And as much as his heart goes out to defend everyone, I think it goes out particularly to protect Charles. I hope so, because they've been a thing ever since he was, let's say, small. Charles? Didn't we meet her at Cindergate? I think I'm starting to put two and two together here. You're right, that's her. I was kind of surprised myself when I heard they were dating. But I know I can trust him and Dad to look after my mom and sisters, along with the rest of our people. So that's one less worry for me. I'm sure that must be a relief. Operation Shining Steel came together only thanks to Prince Olivert's undeniably rallying power and initiative, and it opens a path for us to focus on infiltrating the Imperial Fortress. We have about 1,000 supporters altogether, placing an enormous amount of trust in us. We'll need to make that trust pay off then. We will. There's no other option. Well, setting Olivier's charisma aside, I've no regrets whatever about coming here with him. Besides, it seems he was finally able to convey his feelings last night. I'm going to do as I always done and provide the both of them with whatever protection I can. Wow, I don't think there's a single soul in the world that could damage the trust between His Highness and the Lieutenant Colonel. No. I think even more than best friends, they are brothers. Brothers from another mother, but you know what I mean. Alright, is there anybody here? Yes, they are. You know what? I'm gonna leave it here. We'll talk to them on the next one, because I can assume that everybody has their piece to say to us and about everything, maybe even giving us something extra to do. Well, we got plenty to go around. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye bye.